Hello everyone, welcome to another stream. You will see me animating Flowey in a little bit. I just sending this link out when it pops up. Oh, there it is. Normally it pops up completely different. Instead it's like popping up. There we go. I got it. Right, let's just send this link out and away we go. Instead of pinging at everyone, I was gonna ping Naps the Book's voice hacked. It is gonna send it out as the wrong thing, isn't it? Yep. Yeah, it's gonna send it out as the wrong thing. God damn it. I changed the title and it's still down apparently as the watch stream. I have no idea why. Hey Sammy. Like, it's down as Flowey Blockout. I'm just gonna have to post that up. Oh. Just give me a sec so that people don't think this is wrong. I'm just gonna copy this, post it to the Undernet in the self-promotion thing, and then away we go. That moment where YouTube be screwing me over a little bit. Oh, it won't let me do it on Undernet. It's just like, oh, we're watching this, and it's like, no, it's not that. Because I want to catch up with the stream. Hey Swoop, how you doing? Right, let's go over stuff. Drawing Metaton and Papyrus is a bit my new obsession. Sammy, I know I asked you via text, but I just want to double check. You're alright with the intro, right? That I've given you. I know it's a lot of work, but I figure it's kind of like a big deal as well. Not just on trusting you to, you know, obviously do the entire intro, but also because it's like from a content perspective, it's your stuff is the first thing on screen. I forgot my computer died since oh no! Swoop says, so remind me, you're animating now? Yes, I am. So, just give me a sec.
I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower.
So, what I'll be doing today, you can hear Rogue in the background. What I'll be doing today is going through Flowey stuff and trying to get it all timed up at least, so that I can add more subtlety to it and really tweak it.
Howdy. I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower.
The thing is, with this as well, the timing is from 60 to 30, so I gotta tweak that, and then include more, like, subtlety, tweak the speeds and everything. This week is probably gonna be all Flowey for me. Yes, it is, Blender. Faith plays. Nice to see you, by the way.
You're new to the underground.
I'm assuming you're new to the channel. I may be wrong. Sometimes I don't recognize certain usernames.
You're new to the underground, aren't you? Golly, you must be so confused.
I can't wait to give this thing physics. Flowey go brr.
Someone ought to teach you how things work around here. I guess little old me'll have to do.
I've tried to make Flowey be as cheeky as possible here at the beginning, because I just thought it's interesting with slight subtlety.
Ready? Here we go.
There we go, that's a problem. Hang on.
I guess little old me'll have to do. Ready? Here we...
Let's move that a little bit. It's about there.
Ready? Here we go.
That needs to be a little bit closer. About there.
Ready? Here we go.
That's better.
You see that heart? That is your soul. You see that heart? That is your soul. The very combination.
That needs to be moved a little bit more that way, I think.
Heart? That is your soul.
There we go.
The very combination of your being.
Let's pull that to about there. All this retiming is going to be good. I did this at 60 in Blender 4.5, and it was great. The problem was that, like, everything was going to be off if I did everything at 60 FPS. So I was like, okay, I'll just put it back in 4.0, do it at 30, and then put it in all the stuff. How do you do this? It just takes a lot of, like, practice.
Your soul starts off weak, but it can go strong if you gain a lot of LV.
That bit, the head tilt, is when he says LV. Hang on.
Weak, but it can go strong if you gain a lot of LV.
That needs to be about there, roughly? Hang on.
Soul starts off weak, but it can go strong if you gain a lot of LV.
There we go.
What's LV stand for? Why, love, of course.
Ah, there we go. That needs to be moved to about there.
What's LV stand for? Why, love, of
That needs to be moved slightly that way. What we're doing here is we're doing a block out. A block out is like very basic movements for Flowey matched up with the audio. And then I can apply all the physics and everything else in on top of that. It's going to be so good. Let's see. Animating characters that don't have arms seems like a good exercise for tone and body language. No joke, I've started more now after talking to Dusk about this. Like, just filming myself and then animating, like, over the top of my own footage, which is why you didn't see me doing the prototype block out for this, and you probably won't see me doing certain sections of the animation. It's because literally, like, before when I came on, like, if I hit the video editing, it'll show me in footage, so I don't want to hit that because I don't want surprise face reveal, because obviously I prefer my avatar. But yeah, I didn't want surprise face reveal, so it's just like, no, I'll just go with this.
What's LV stand for? Why, love, of course.
There we go.
You want some love, don't you?
Let's tweak that. I need another one of those to be like there, and then bring that to about there, maybe?
You want some love, don't you?
That's slightly slow there. When he says "don't you," it's the look of like "don't you" leans in just to be like, what's going on with you? Flowey says, Flowey says, Damon says Flowey looks really good. The only thing I've really changed on Flowey was the texture on the petals, but like I can't wait to add again, like we're saying, the physics and stuff. That's gonna be killer, because like doing that by hand was an absolute undertaking, but doing it just by a physics module or an add-on is gonna be so good.
You want some love, don't you? Don't worry. Oh shit.
Oh, here we go. I need to bring that back to
Don't worry.
the button there.
Don't worry. I'll share some with you.
Okay, there we go. All this like old stuff as well. I'm using like a very old version of the ruins down here, because you can see part of the script from Toriel where I was lining it up originally. Let's see. For my art, I try and convey personalities using poses. Yeah, like I when I do the body language for these, because I did the same with Sans and for the core update, and it worked out really well. When I try and do the body language, first I think about like the character and how the acting or how they will act in the scene, and what the like a little bit of the mentality has behind it, and then I'll do like a couple of takes in my head where I'm like, okay, what's the subtlety? What's like the shifting bits that I want to do? You know, between like different poses, any body weight, any main positions. And then I'll, like, tweak it like this at the moment. Damon says, I know it's not related, but VD's newest post for the future of Mass Builder has them saying, having fun with things that are not broken in the first paragraph. They think they're so funny.
Don't you? Don't worry, I'll share some with you. Down here, love is shared through...
Oh, here we go. I need this shifty bit here. I love this bit.
Little white friendliness pellets.
Are you going to do Omega Flowey in the future? Yes, I have Omega Flowey animated. His idol. I have that animated because I'm doing like the entire True Pacifist route, with just a little bit of a twist as an animation. I've been working on it for like two plus years now. We're literally just at the point of actually animating, so this is the fun bit. Oh, to answer Swoop as well. By the way, Swoop, that was an awesome flower you did in Roblox. To answer Swoop, because Swoop asked on the comment before, I posted up a picture of the Ruins door, the new Ruins door, and I was like, yeah, we're going to be seeing this open real soon. It's going to be interesting. Basically, what's going on is the animating part now is more or less, I'd say, all that's left for each segment. Obviously, I've got to mess around and figure out visual like effects to go along with everything for like attacks and stuff. But the main part now, the main focus has shifted from asset collection to fixing little bits here and there, maybe giving them a little bit more detail, and animating. So it's all just the animating bit now, more or less.
Down here, love is shared through little white friendliness pellets.
I love that there. It's just it's I don't even know whether that's right for the facial expression, like whether it's gonna match. But it's just, I had this idea when I was recording this. I was like, dude, he's got to have some way of showing that something's going on. And for this rig specifically, for some strange reason, the eyes won't turn left or right. So I was like, okay, how do I make him look suspicious? I was like, I'll have him do the look left, look right. And I got, obviously I'm recording myself and then animating to it, I got the motion and timing just right. So this is fun watching him just be like,
down here, love is shared through little white friendliness pellets.
It's the end bit there where he kind of comes across really fast and then just like slows down just a little bit.
Friendliness pellets.
And then goes up as well, because I've tried to move his stem a little bit to give him more animation, so you can see there it's like he goes a little bit smaller when he's shifty. He goes left, right, and then when he gets excited again, straightens up, so he's pretty tall now because he's really excited. The funny thing is, it's mimicking my own movements as well when I did it. So for Omega Flowey, is that his TV head? Yes.
Are you?
Alright, here we go. Got to move that. Are you ready? The funny thing as well is when I'm doing it, I mouth all of the voiceovers that everybody's done as well, so I can get facial expressions. Oh, I had such an angry facial expression in a bit where he's like, you know what's going on, don't you?
Are you ready?
That needs to be slightly...
Are you ready? Move around. Get as many as you can.
Oh, I love that bit. I don't know why I did this in the recording, but it was just a subtle movement that I did when I was recording it. I noticed that when I said as many as you can, I wiggled my head slightly, so I just put that in. And it's going to be so funny watching his petals go left and right when I had physics onto it.
Are you ready? Move around. Get as many as you can.
It's just so fascinating getting to this part now after so long. And just seeing everything go well, even though it's just Blockout, you know.
You know.
For anyone who doesn't know, Blockout is like the very bare bones basics of animation. You know, it's like, you do the Blockout, you get an idea of how you want the movement to go, you refine it a bit, make it smoother, make sure that it looks better than just like the bare bones. I went to this pose, then I went to that pose. You know, like you make it as good as you can after the block out, but the block out is just getting an idea for everything. And I think, to be fair, it's not that bad in terms of like all it needs is like the physics for the petals and some other stuff, and then the facial expressions, like actually the mouth, like the lip sync and everything, and the eyes working. We should be good. Hang on.
You know.
There we go. I had him lean in because I didn't think he sat well, just like not leaning in when it's an intense moment here.
You know what's going on here, don't you?
The thing is, I don't know whether I make him tilt his head or not too much, because it's like there's only so many things you can do with Flowey. So it's like the head tilts to convey emotion, whether it be like subtle cheekiness or just like anger at a certain thing. It's like that was the only thing I could do with it.
You know what's going on here, don't you? You just want me to suffer.
Where is it? I need that. That needs to start about there, I think.
Die!
Oh, there we go. We got him. Is it just a little bit further forward? Yeah, it is. It's just a little bit further forwards there. About there. Let's see. Hey, Alex. Nice to see you again. Let's see. Flowey, your best friend. As if I'm going to let you see my stats, says Swoop. Probably what you'd see if you checked him, says Swoop. I hate how persistent Flowey is in getting you to die in the first 10 seconds of the game. You should upload a simple tutorial for animation, like a car or something. I could do it at some point. Hello everyone, I'm doing like this, getting this set up, maybe trying to like make it look a little bit better, and then I'll be doing like some of my other stuff for tonight. So this is just a... Oh no, I thought that was gonna fail then. Let's see.
Die!
For this bit here, I'm not bothered to do his full laugh because of me going to be doing it in the more refined version. I love that bit at the end by Rogue. So I'm gonna cap that at about... Let's cap that at 3062 frames. So that I know I don't have to go further than that. That's actually still quite a lot when you look at it. But there are breaks in there just for cutscenes. I don't actually think that's that bad. Oh, and I got messages. What if Frisk stepped on Flowey? I want your ideas, Faith. He'd probably get really angry and then just throw them off. The maniacal laughter is the best laughter. It's really good. Rogue's done so much of it. Like he did like 4, I think it was 4 different takes that were just insane. Hang on.
You just want me to suffer.
The funny part about it is for the direction, I literally just went at the end of it. I was like, just go ham. You know, just go absolutely insane. Like completely just go off the walls and just see how it goes.
Die!
I love that bit at the end there. Ah! When he gets hit by Toriel's fireball. But yeah, that doesn't look too bad at the moment. He looks creepy with the black background. Yeah, that's just because of the preview at the moment. It's because I've got like a light attached to his face to get rid of some of the errors that you can see in close-ups. Because this model isn't amazing, but it's good enough, you know. So, just hiding that like having his mouth slightly more open is good. The thing is, this is one of the few Flowey models that comes rigged like this that's easy to modify and also has like all of his facial expressions and everything. So it's like, dude, I'm gonna work with that, you know.
Howdy! I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower.
That's not that bad at the moment. Like, I wonder if I can just install the physics thing on top of this and see what happens. Where's downloads? Jiggle? Where is it? Oh, no, it was Wiggle Bones. The thing is, it's only for version 2. I think it might work. Do I get Wiggle Bones in this? Have you seen some of those videos made by JQR? I don't think so. Does it sound familiar? Totally not gonna kill you. Totally. Let's see if. Oh, what the? Flowey's bald, and now we got bugs happening left, right, and center. Is that because of that? Like, if I get rid of those keyframes, what is going on there? Why is Flowey bald? Oh, I hate that. God damn it. Hang on. 4.0. This happened before. It was stupid bug. Undertale what if videos this group. Ah, okay. Right, what I want to try and do here is try and see if I can fix this, because I figure Blender's gonna like bug out if I do certain things. Like, I'm gonna have to come up with like workarounds for some of this. Okay, that works. All of that is static, right? I wonder whether that's because of me opening it in 4 instead of 4.5 with the... Like, is the add-on still installed or what? Hang on. Wiggle 2. Right. Where's my installed stuff? Come on. Enable add-ons only? Because I find out Wiggle's just like totally messed up. Wiggle. Okay, Wiggle is not being registered by 4. That's an issue. Player, finally I can spare Asgore and live with a happy family, Flowey. Yeah, basically. Just give me a sec. I'm going to see if I can open this in 4.2 and see whether it allows me to do it there. Because I need to find out what version of Blender is the most stable for me at the moment. Because 5 is good for doing, like, level work. It'd be so cool if you rendered pictures of the finished products. I've got, like, trailers and stuff of other parts of it that I've done that are more complete. Hang on. I'm making chicken right now, so I'm going back and forth, says Alex, to see the stream, but now I have new Bluetooth headphones. Oh, dude, why is Blender 4.2 not loading it? Oh my god, seriously? Oh, there we go. Oh, I see, it's compiling shaders, that's why. Hang on, if I take Flowey from 4 into 4.2, there we go. We good? Let's try. Is everything alright? I have so many things here. The VR session, animation. Can we? Preferences. What's up, Swoop? Add-ons. Install. Wiggle. Ah, there we go. There's Wiggle. Question is, where the hell is it? Oh, there we go. He looks so much more terrifying when his face is selected. Right, let's see if we can get this to work, right? So we don't have collision or anything. Why did Flowey hold his parents in vines near the end? He doesn't feel anything at that point. He literally just like, yeah, it's whatever. Right, we got physics chains here. We'll set the quality to 1. Let's... Oh no, it's gonna bug out again, isn't it? Dude, seriously? Bald Flowey again? That moment where it's like... It's always giving me problems here now. 4.4 maybe? That moment where I just want to do stuff and Blender is just like crashing every other time. 4.3 maybe? Let's try... I'd laugh if it's just this file, because then I've got to like mess around with the file. Right, let's try this then. Tool. Is it view? Beaker? No. Where is it? Tool. Nope. Blah, 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 blah. Right, so we're able to scrub through like that, right? Add-ons. I love the way this happens only after trying to put physics on him. It's like, dude, seriously? It's saving me so much time if I can get those physics on him. Wiggle. Wiggle 2. Right, modules installed, right? Let's just quickly hit save there. Animation, wiggle 2. Where the hell is Flowey gone? Oh, there. Right? And then we hit animation on this thing. We just go, bam. Right, let's try. Oh!
I'm Flowey.
Flowey, why do you do this? Ah, I think it's because it's compiling shaders as well. Give me a sec. See if it's... When it's finished compiling shaders, maybe then it'll play nicely. Because it's annoying me so much right now. It's like, dude, you should just work. No. That moment where I did not expect this to be one of the hurdles that I face. Okay, so we got Flowey.
Howdy.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's no big deal, you know. Just like flashing screen, Flowey's vanished.
You're new to the underground, aren't you?
It's okay. It's no big deal. It's totally not like I'm trying to animate something here. I guess I'll just go screw myself. Let's see if we can find Flowey. There he is. There's the fixed blend file. Right. Can I, with this one, apply physics to him, and then just go ahead and do the animation, please? I would really, really love that today, because that would be really great. Thank you very much. Just for the sake of it, let's just animate him for like a couple of frames, just doing like a chill out thing where he's just waving backwards and forwards on repeat. Let's do that. It's okay, it's totally fine. It's not like he's just gonna all of a sudden go bald. Let's literally have him go at like a right angle for a laugh, and then almost a right angle. The glorious ways of doing animation here. Oh, wait. Did that have physics already enabled? Because that kind of looked like it then for a moment. The 7 Blender tools. Blender! What are you doing? You're supposed to obey me! I just wish it wouldn't screw me over. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Dude, it looks like the physics are enabled there. Maybe that's why it's giving me problems? Is it even... Dude. Hang on. Right, mass. Yeah. Stiffness, let's do like 10 for the sake of it. Ah, there we go. Right, so I reckon if we go like 20... That ended at 300, right? Yeah, it did. 300. Right? Oh, by the way, while everyone's here, most of the people in chat will have seen the first stream last night. Or you might be catching up on stuff still. What do you think? Because I thought that was insane how Toby trolled basically everyone and was like, so, there is nothing new to this. Next minute, there is everything new. There is so much new content. Toby, what are you doing? Oh, that was insane. Let's do... I still need to see everything, like, when we go to Hotlands. So, like, no joke, after this stream, probably going to be starting another stream where I just actually react to things again, because I seriously need to figure out what happened. 0.5 maybe? Oh no, that's too droopy. 5? That's too droopy. 10? 8? Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. Gravity 1? No. Gravity 0.2? 0.3? That doesn't seem too bad. That moment where I'm literally testing real life physics on a cartoon flower. We've hit peak now, people. We're literally at like game theory levels of crazy. We're literally performing game theory stuff at this point. 0.3, let's see if this works. Because the idea is I want his petals to be like really dynamic and emotive. Can I... There we go. There we go. Let's see. Shrub says, I didn't watch the stream, but I did see how he had everything he added in a shorter video. Yeah, it was insane. Like, all the new stuff added in. Like, seeing it live was nuts. Again, I can't wait to see, like, the Hotland stuff, because I've not actually been spoiled on that yet, so... my honest reaction to that is going to be nuts, especially because the whole thing of it's like, so, every Undertale content, like, the joke was, every Undertale content creator, when Toby brings out literally, like, a ton of new stuff, and it's everybody just screaming, because it's like, wait, what? Now we have to update everything again? Right, let's do fixed Flowey, physics enabled? Question mark? Right, now if I open, the other version of Flowey where he's talking, right? And I take this, because I assume he's already got physics on this version, and I just take all of this and go copy, and then apply all of that to the physics version, right? And I go, like 3,000 frames, I think it was, something stupid. And we go, yep, that's 30. Now for me to paste keyframes in for this, I need to actually have some, so you set that to like 200, and then paste them in. And then, oh my god, he's so dynamic. Instantly looks like way better because of all the petals moving around. Hang on. Oh! That looks so good! I just wish I had like the audio with it, but the best part is I can bake this as well, so we're not running real-time physics all the time. It's just the subtlety of the petals moving. I need to get the audio in here, but to do that, I'd need to mess around with it a little bit more, and I don't want to do that. Because I know what will happen if I do that. Little white friendliness pellets. Go ahead. Move around. Grab as many as you can. You know what's going on here, don't you? Oh, it's just that. You just wanted to see me suffer. Die! Oh, dude, seeing physics on Flowey is so satisfying. Like, no joke. When you've messed around like game development in the past and seeing like the physics and everything come into it, and then seeing it apply to animations like this, and you being able to just take that and then apply it to anything you want, it's gonna be so good. Dave, you missed Metaton. Oh no, I can't wait to see that in a bit. I'm not trying to be rude at all, says Swoop, but Moody adding real life physics to a cartoon Flowey casually sways back and forth. The funny thing is, I can apply, physics to Flowey's main stem as well, so you can make him sway as well. The progress is progressing. See, like, I figure this is going to be, like, the best part for you guys to see this as it's all coming together like this. This is why I do these type of streams now, but obviously no face reveals. Because, like, this shows what's going on and where I'm up to, because obviously this is the intro to the ruins. I've got to animate Flowey here, animate Frisk the same way, and Toriel, and then that's the intro done. Then I just render it out. I did a render the other day of, like, go on, I'll show you guys. I'll show you a sneak peek of this. Where is it? Because I can't not at this point. Where is it? So don't go anywhere. You're gonna see the start of the ruins. Just the start. Physics enabled 30 FPS. Let's just save that. Where's the amount of like files I have here? Let's see. Which was I gonna open? I'll do like a tiny bit of a spoil here. What was it? Ruins remade. Ruins update video. I can just grab it from like there. I can just do that and just go file, new video editing. Make sure that is turned off. So yeah, I suppose, because I've not done anything in a while, because I'm obviously working on stuff. The next big thing was me gonna show off the ruins, of course, but the whole deal about it is that instead of showing off just the ruins, I want to actually go one step further. So the actual ruins update will literally be the ruins segment. Like, I'm not just showing off, like, the ruins again. I'll probably do, like, a behind the scenes for that, yeah. But, you'll actually be getting the full ruins. That's my plan at the moment, is to work on it so much that you get all of it done. Oh. Just give me a sec. Ooh, it looks nice. Okay. Right, so this is 30 FPS. Woo! Caps Lock says Sky. Yeah, I figure because I've done so many of these presentations in the past, and they've all been more or less the same, that the only way I could go any bigger than the core update would literally be to actually get a segment done. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So this isn't the 4K version, I don't think, but this carries on from where we left off when I showed off in the core update that I'd redone Fallen Down. After Fallen Down, this is specifically is the connecting room with Flowey in, where you first see Flowey, and then it's the tree well, a new tree that I've added in, and then the beginning of the ruins with, I think, fire effects. I could be wrong, but I hope you enjoy this sneak. So yeah, I added some rock formation into Flowey's room because I thought it looked a little bit better. And then I went all ham up in this room. I was just like, dude, I'm gonna put vegetation everywhere and stuff. And all those bricks as well. Like, the new idea for the ruins was literally just how much detail can I throw in and not break my computer. So let's go here, right? So all these bricks, they're all individually made. The idea is that it's supposed to look a little bit like it's out of Minecraft. It's meant to look like the monsters have built it ages ago, kind of built it quickly a little bit, and all the bits of it are falling apart, which is why we get like all the little things here to the side, like the pebbles and the bricks falling apart. And then the only thing I haven't included is the save point here at the moment. I didn't include that in some of these renderings. In the final version, obviously, that'll be there. But yeah, we can see all the wear and tear on the stonework here. I'm using the exact same textures that I used previously. I'm just making it a little bit more like artwork that I was referencing at the time. And then here we've got all the different bricks that pop out and stuff. One of the jokes that I had in development for this area now is that the monsters clearly can't build anything straight because of all the bricks just being all over the place, including the windows, which I redid as well. You can see how the windows are more or less the same but redone. But the idea was to make it visually look more impressive, so we've got like this roof overhead that looks like it's almost caving in a little bit. We got some pillars holding it up, of course. We got the new fire, which can only be ran at 30 FPS because I recorded it like that. So that has to stay like that. The environment's actually lit based on the fire color as well. We've still got the mushrooms in here that I used originally. Then we've got a lot of like rock and dirt textures, and the idea for this is literally I just wanted to make it look like there was just dirt gathering all over the place, and that the path that's walked the most frequent is the one that's cleared a little bit. The idea is that like later on I can have like more monsters walking around in here and have it looking like they're interacting with stuff and maybe like either sweeping up or, you know, walking around and carrying blocks and everything to try and repair segments of walls. This just looks a lot better than the old ruins. Like, if you haven't seen the old ruins in a while, go back and watch that update and then compare it to this screenshot, because it's insane how different this is. We got the puzzle obviously over here, and then we close in a little bit. We got the redone sign over here that's the right size and everything. Everything's scaled properly, and then the doorway, which has the Deltarune logo on it, and the doorway has a little bit of chipping on it and everything. But yeah, the idea was to try and mix in this 3D element with the 2D element. So while you can see which bits are 3D and 2D in this area, in some, like, later on, you just can't. Which is great. And then, like, this bit, I wanted to continue having, like, holes in the roof and everything. You can just about see where the ruins stops there near the ceiling. I've also tweaked the lighting as well. There were a lot of people that complained about the lighting being dark in certain areas on this. Just go through here. Like, because normally, I'd say originally I just made everything black for, like, shadows and stuff, and then lit everything accordingly. But I'd have loads of lights in the scenes that way. And people were like, dude, it's too dark. I need to be able to see everything. And I'm like, yeah, I can still kind of get away with that and have atmosphere while also being able to see most of the details. So yeah, I've just ramped up it from black to I think like a light grey or something, so we can see most of the stuff here now. And then like in here we can see all the brickwork and everything. So yeah, that's the new version of the ruins on top of me doing like Flowey and everything. So that's how things are going at the moment. I still want to see how Flowey looks here because of that. Don't want to say absolute cinema. Don't want to say absolute cinema. Don't want to say so smooth. The funny thing is, like, imagine that with all the characters and everything looking like the best that they can, with physics enabled, you know, with good particle effects on. That's the kind of like target that I'm going for, and I have been for quite a while. I remember saying like Hotland was basically the target originally, and then what ended up happening was Hotland became the target to aim for in terms of quality until I finished it. Then, if you remember rightly, we did Waterfall. Waterfall was actually pretty damn good. Its development was pretty intense because of getting ready to look after Rachel full time, my daughter. But we managed to pull that off. Then there was Snowden. Snowden took quality up to a new level. And then, like, I'll show you the comparison, right, between the ruins. Because assuming that you've either taken a screenshot of that at some point, or you will look back on it. Well, we're just looking at Flowey here, right? Check out the old version of the ruins. Like, where is it? Fallen down. See if I can find it here. Because it's actually kind of depressing. Ruins. Where's it? Remade. Let's just do, like, Ruins 1. What Ruins intro? There it is, right? So remember when I thought that this was good in terms of quality. This was a while ago. This was from the Ruins update as well, right? This makes me sad, right? This is gonna show you just the sheer difference in what I've done and the quality over like the past 2 years or something, where I've just decided, you know what, I'm gonna really go for it. So even though Blender 4.4, sorry, is making up for a lot of this with the visuals, I used to think that this was okay, you know, as a kind of like, oh, this looks cool, there's Frisk, you know, this isn't too bad as your intro area. This looks so flat. There's like just textures. It looks so flat. It looks like a very basic version that you might see in like a fan game or something. And that's not bad. It's just the level of detail that I've had to go through to improve this, you know, is insane. And then of course we've got the new area behind that's all dark and everything. But the difference between the two is night and day. You know, it's insane. It's not horrible. It's still really nice, but even if it is plain to swoop, I look back at it and I'm like, there's an idea here, and while things about it are kind of neat in terms of like details and stuff, you can tell I prefer the new version for a damn good reason, and it's because it's like everything that I could do to try and improve, I have done. Like, for instance, like with the window frames here, those look really bad. These are like me trying to bake normal maps to make everything look good, and it just doesn't look good. And then, like, in the new version, it looks amazing. But yeah, I didn't like everything looking flat. It was like, I'll just go ahead and do it. I'll just go ahead and do it. So yeah, this is now the very basic version compared to the new one. And imagine, right? Here's a shot for me to end on before I do this other one, because Flowey's pretty much ready to go now. I just need to do his face. Let's see. Who's the guardian of UndertaleAU's? Ink, isn't it? If I remember rightly. I could be wrong. I need to watch X-Tale again. Let's see. No, that's Whimsum. Okay, let's try Ruins. So this is one that I've been using a lot recently in shots, right? The reason why I've been using this in streams is because I like the effect of the lighting. You see, the difference between this and the older version of Blender is that the newer version, while running slightly slower in real time, it makes the lighting a lot better. The difference is here, it's got like a fog playing on it or something. I don't know why it's this foggy. Normally it was not this foggy. So let's just like take the fog cube away. Where is it? Can I just take the fog cube away? Oh, are we good? Can I just delete that? Oh, okay. Are we not? Hello? Fog? Are we just gonna... We're just gonna get rid of that, you know? There we go. I know why I added fog. It was for atmospherics. But yeah, this version of Blender, it's a lot more interesting because it tries to do a lot more than the original version. Like this here, this looks cool as a save point now. You can slightly see what it's doing. Previously, all I had was these particles going up, and it's running super slow because of what it's trying to actually calculate here. The best way to describe this is when I originally ran this, I would put a light in a place, like for instance, if I just put this down here for a moment, bam, right. Oh, that's inside of tutorials, which has not changed. Right, so I used to, if I wanted to say light up this area, I'd just do that. Just do red for the sake of it, right? And that would light up something just really easily. And then I'd move that around. And Sammy. If I wanted to light something up, I'd just do that and then place it near an object, you know, so I'd have tons of lights in scene. I'd be doing this, right? And that's how it would work, and I'd have so many lights, right? But with the newer version now, it has a much more advanced version of the same renderer that I was using ages ago, which is why the lighting looks slightly less flat and a bit more improved. What it's actually doing here, the best way to show it is like the little particles for the save point here. They all glow, of course, and they're programmed to swirl around, but everything that glows now, in the newer versions of Blender, it actually affects the world around it by default. So, like, for instance, if I do, like, a sphere here, and then I'll just scale that down, because giant sphere of doom. Alright. Say, for instance, I wanted this to illuminate this area, and I wanted it to be, like, blue or something. Or red. Whatever. We go emission 10. See, it's already lighting it up. I'm gonna head out. See you, Moody, says Alex. Thank you very much, Alex. Enjoy. So, what would happen is, originally, I wouldn't be doing this. It wouldn't light up the scene the same, but now this is like... So yeah, we can basically just light anything up with materials that are emissive, rather than using lights, which is absolutely insane. It only does it when they're visible, of course. But now I'm not using as many lights in scene. You can see it work perfectly there. It's a sphere, and now it's a light. Oh, so we go through environments that I've already lit up previously. Like, it's going to help loads in the core, because all these things that I've lit up previously with, like, glowing materials, they now glow realistically on every surface. Oh, so we can see them, like, glowing on the tree here, even without lights. And, like, inside of tutorials, the lights look a little bit brighter than they did previously, because they're bouncing off every surface that they're next to. No, it's, all the lighting and all the shadows look a lot better. I know it sounds terrible here because of this being an older version. Some of the things look like they have artifacts on them when they shouldn't. I don't know why that's happening, but I'll be able to fix that if I need to. Like, for instance, this here, and this should not have an artifact on it. But yeah, it's just insane looking at stuff and it just looking overall a lot better than the original version, and me just being like, dude, I did nothing. I did nothing to get it to look this good, and it's still looking pretty nice. So I'm really happy with that. Really, really happy with that. Even like reflective surfaces, like this is slightly reflective, and it actually looks like the real material a little bit more now because of the way that the lighting affects it in the newer versions of Blender. It's just the advantage of having the overall upgrades just constantly coming in. Like constant upgrades to Blender just really help make this look a lot better than the original version did. I need to include the new mobile here above the bed. That's going to be fun. Yeah, it's just nice. It's really nice. Like, in here looks a lot more vibrant now. I just realized. Did you see the art then? Yes, the one from the Discord. I did. I can make that easily. I'm just gonna admire Flowey with his physics again before I end this, because this is just so nice to see now. I'll render it off and put it on the Discords as well. I like his petal wiggle. The thing is, I don't know whether his petal wiggle is too much or not, because it's like he flops around all over the place, but at the same time it adds to it, you know. Oh. That's not adding the light into the scene there. Actually, why isn't it adding the light into the scene there? Always combined. Maybe because it's adding the world into it? Hang on. Yeah, the scene world is just black, so that's why. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether I should, like, go less on the, I don't know. The only thing I can do, really, is look at it from different directions and see what it looks like. I think it's fabulous, says Swoop. The diamonds were based off my mobile my great-grandma made me. They're all little mirrors. Oh, nice. This feels like Undertale if it was realistic, if it was actually peak. No, I can't compare with Undertale if it was realistic, because that's more of a comedy thing. But you can... The thing that I would say you could say about my project in a fair manner is that I'm trying to put as much detail and love into absolutely every little part of this, because I really like it that much. You know, the game obviously means a lot to everybody, and I'm taking that idea of it meaning a lot to me and going, yeah, like, how can I just make everything be as absolutely perfect as I can get it, you know, with my current skill set. So, like, having all the characters have physics and be able to react to everything, having them animate in a way that is way better than I did before. Like, where's Flowey that I originally did? Speaking of, where is he? Flowey? Where's your old file? Where's your old file? I need to... Oh god, there was the very old file. Yeah, let's see my first version of Flowey, if I can find him here. Is this the original one? Yeah, that's the original one. Dude, that's like the very, very first Flowey. Is this animated at 24 frames per second? Yeah, it is. So it's really slow. Like, this is all hand animated, and this is like a couple of years ago. You know, just comparison. All these physics as well were done by hand at the time. But he's got a lot less movement to him. Instead, he's still kind of subtle, and I do like him. But he's not got nearly as much, I'd say, character. This is when I was animating stuff, I was just kind of getting an idea in my head and then going with it. So everything was, like, mental rather than than me physically like going out and recording myself and timing to that. You know. And he's got purple teeth because it can't find the material at the moment. I guess I still like this, like comparing it to like 2 years ago, or more. But it's like just the enhancements that we've made on the newer version just make him so much better. That's where he ducks out of the way of Toriel's fireball. Are you just going to do the words? And you just need the art... Oh, here we go. Hang on. Swoop says, I can see you putting love into it, but people like Sans probably not. He can't see. His eyes came out for God knows how many years ago. Yeah, because that's a thing. I didn't make Sans blink at all, or Papyrus, because of them being skeletons in the original. I remember making a big deal of that. Computer's charged, so I gotta ask. Are you gonna do the words? Yeah, I'm gonna do the words. I just need the background, because, like, where's the intro that I was starting? I'll show you for an example, right? What was it? Ruins, where you at? There we go, right? It's a Stupendium reference. So, this is the intro that I had originally, and I'm gonna do the, or that I have at the moment, and I'm gonna do the text underneath. I just need the artwork in the background. The thing is, like, Temmie's artwork's great here, but I need all of it because it stops here. And I'm like, I don't have the rest of the story, and if I had that, it would make it easier. Because then I could do Damon's idea of turning it into basically like a storybook or a history book, where it gets up to here and each page is turned, Toriel's reading it out, and then it gets to the end and we get the rest of the intro. Because I didn't want to just like get to here, fade out. Oh,
many years later.
Yeah, I didn't want to just, like, fade out there and then have, like, the original intro that I had where it looks up from falling down and sees Frisk falling in. Because even though I spent so long editing some of these bits from Temmie to make sure there were no seams, because it's straight out of, like, somebody's photo from the art book. I spent so long manipulating these to try and make them look as if there were no seams between them. So if I can get, like, these images or stuff that's similar, in terms of, like, quality and everything, and I can just, like, make them look like a book, then that's gonna be great. Because this...
Long ago, two races ruled over Earth, humans and monsters.
Because it's missing something at the moment. It's missing that extra bit, because I'm going off, like... Other ideas I had was doing it similar to like Plotline Plus, because Plotline Plus has this on theirs, but then they have like cave walls in the background, so it looks like cave paintings. So I'm like, not so sure about that. No. By the way, I love Z's voice over here for a moment.
Long ago, two races ruled over Earth, humans and monsters. One day, war broke out between the two races. After a long battle, the humans were victorious. They sealed the monsters underground with a magic spell. Many years later, at Mount Ebit.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, and then the music comes in. But yeah, that's the bit that I have for the intro at the moment. I'm just like, if we can just get that, so it looks fantastic, and I can finish that off, then we're good. So yeah, fun times. And until then, we've got Flowey with physics enabled. Oh wait, I just realised if I enable that and I'm in video editing mode, it might open up the wrong thing. Speaking of music, have you thought of what to do for the music? I'm trying to get in contact with somebody. I'm trying to get in contact with somebody that I previously talked to about music that I got for the 2025 trailer, I think it was. Because it sounds kind of crazy, but I was going to turn around and be like, because they want to do music and they just want to like experiment and do stuff. And I'm sat here thinking, you know what, I could use that and try and get like a very cinematic score, if possible, if they're down for it, because there's no real rush for the music at the moment while I'm doing the animation. You know, or at least the main body of the animation. So, like, if I can get somebody like that that's willing to literally sit down and do, like, the entire score, that would be insane, even if it's, like, over a long period of time. You know, it's already taken ages to get here. The worst part that I will admit, though, is I wasted 7 months just, like, doing this stuff, just grinding, and not getting in contact with them again, so... Sammy says, I swear if Ibis Paint needs to update, I'm gonna cry. But yeah, this is where I'm up to at the moment. To put it in short terms, animating is the final point now. Like, for instance, before, when I was doing the much lower quality version of this, I was just taking stuff, putting it in and animating. That was more or less the same position about 2 years ago that we're in now. So we're at the final hurdle, more or less. Getting this all animated and done is the last bit that I need to do before I can start putting out sections of it. So, we're finally there. we're finally. It's like being at the top of a roller coaster before it comes down and then heads back into the station. We're at the top. We're just waiting for the content to be complete now, so we can just drop it and see if people enjoy it. So it's exciting times where we get to do streams like this and see things come together, or alternatively get to see Flowey completely screw me over multiple times, like he screws Frisk over by being like, oh, I'm not going to work for a bunch of times. Oh, now you want physics enabled. Have fun. I just love the subtlety of some of this. I can't stop watching it. Like, can we just get a sunlight up in here so that we can see him? Where's the sunlight? Bam. Right? Now, can I make that sunlight a little bit more powerful, please? 5. Rotate the angle a little bit so we can actually see him. And then we'll do it as like a yellow or something, maybe? 10. I love the way it's just totally messed up on his face because of the effects. I'm going to need to potentially change his material there. Let's see his face. Emission. 0.2 maybe? 0.3? 0.5. I just forgot that's also going to affect everything. I think I have a fixed version of Flowey, you know, that actually doesn't have all this messed up face, so I might have to see about that. Where is it? Let's see. I think it's the sound test version, actually. Flowey. In before I, like, have to apply all this to that version of Flowey. I swear the sound test version should be fixed because of the way that he worked as well. This is the older version of him from, like, years ago.
You idiot! In this world, it's kill or be killed!
There's my old animation from laughing. Oh, that still frame where you can see those birds.
Idiot! In this world, it's kill or be killed!
I really love the voice effect. That was by Rogue. I need to actually figure out that myself, because I've done a little bit about it. I swear this should be the fixed version of him. Let's see about his verts. They look kind of smooth. Around the eyes there, not so much, but it's because what's happening here is the squishing all of these together, and all that geometry in one area is just causing issues.
it! In this world, it's
The mainly, but it's not too bad. It could be worse. Like, that in general looks fine as a shot.
kill or be killed!
So I just need to potentially apply stuff to that. I can't remember how I did that as well, whether I just smoothed it out. I'm going to have to figure that out. That'd be like the last thing to do here, is just like take physics-enabled Flowey, figure out what's going on with his mesh, like why there's certain mess-ups like around here, and just smooth them out. And then away we go after that. Swoop says, it's funny, when I first saw this project, I thought it was amazing, but more weeks that pass with knowledge that this is in the works, I've become obsessed and a huge fan. I think a lot of people are like that at the moment, you know, like, there's so many people that get like that, and then next moment I'm like, I need help. Can you help me with something? And then people are like, yeah, sure. You know, it's really nice. But I, no joke, I really find it, I suppose, fascinating myself that people get so excited about it. And I think if I was to come at it from an outsider standpoint, you know, a point of view, I can see why, because it's like, it all looks pretty damn good. There's all this effort going into it, and you can slowly start seeing what the final version will look like as we go through each new video and stuff. Like, whether it be, like, either screenshots of work in progress on, like, the Discords or whatever, or whether it be me doing streams like this, you get to see almost like a daily update in certain cases, and then, like, by the end of each week, you get to see what's going on, roughly, unless I have, like, a massive mental breakdown and then go, I need help, I have issues, you know, so, let's see, Damon says, Dave, can you post something on the Undertale Discord? I'm posting it into yours, says Dave. Oh no, what is it? Let's see what it is. Let's see. Oh! Oh dude! Omega Flowey in Bricadia? That's awesome. Yeah, I'll post that up and see what people think. Swoop says, although I really cherish this and fan art and Roblox models, there's the other side that has me worried I'll overwhelm you or something. No. I'm not getting overwhelmed with people at the moment, and honestly, I'm happy that I'm not getting overwhelmed. The thing is, I think I would be more overwhelmed at this point if it was back in, say, like, 2016, 2017, if I was doing this at the same level, you know, only because the fan base is seemingly, I'd say, shrunken a little bit, or at least not everybody under the sun knows about this at the moment, you know, and that's how I kind of like it. I like introducing the project naturally to people, you know, or people seeing it around and then being like, oh, I'm taking interest in it. I don't think I would manage that well if I suddenly had, like, literally thousands of people being like, oh my god, dude, that's amazing, you know, I'd just be like, hi? You know, it would be, like, the worst thing ever for me, because then there'd be a lot more pressure, whereas this is just, like, at the moment, at least, development is for a select few people that know about it, and potentially other people that come in on a regular basis and watch. But yeah, it's a nice, I suppose you could say it's a subset of the overall community, that it is, in some extent, a really personal sort of, like, group for me, because I'm slowly starting to get familiar with more regulars, and I like that, because remembering usernames and who people are and everything is really personal for me, and it's really friendly and nice. I get to connect with people and remember them, whereas if it was just like an onslaught of people, there wouldn't be that personal connection. It'd just be one person after another and be responding to people and being polite about it. Yeah, but there wouldn't be the sort of thing that I have now where I talk to people on a very personal level. We get to have a good laugh, you know. It's that personal aspect about the project that I really like, because I'm not getting bombarded like some of the bigger creators in the Undertale community. You know, like, maybe that'll happen as I start to release stuff, and then I don't know what'll happen, but I sincerely hope that kind of doesn't happen. If it blows up at all and people like it, I hope that at least that happens after I'm done. You know. And I know I'm going to get critique for this. I know I'm going to get videos, like, analysing this in future at some point or whatever. Being like, oh, he did this, he did that. It's just like, I'm just doing this for fun. And because I love this game, you know. And I just hope that nobody ruins that for me. Because it means so much to me. You know. Let's see. Damon says, honestly, this is awesome. You want to know how I knew about this project, says Swoop? I was in the Inverted Fate Discord, and curiosity got the better of me. I went to the channel where you were making fan-made stuff and saw your project, and I was hooked. I joined Inverted Fate because I love reading the earlier sections of it, and I love watching Dork's videos. And I was like, go on, I'll join. And then there was the section for artwork, and I was like, I wonder whether I can just post in there. I was like, go on, I'll start posting the same way that I do on, like, the Undernet and places, just to see, you know, who likes it, and maybe get some help if I can. You know, and then sure enough, everybody starts really liking it. I was like, oh great. You know. Sammy says, okay, you know how Toby is bad at colour matching? Just look at Hotland. The same just happened. Dave's gonna get cancelled, says Damon. I hope not. You know, I don't. Personally, I don't feel like I've done anything bad to get myself cancelled, you know. I'm pretty honest. I wouldn't consider myself a bad person anyway, you know. I have a little joke with people here and there, but apart from that, I've not done anything that I think would warrant that. And the only thing that I'm doing, essentially, is just telling a personal story. The only critique that I think I would get is people going, oh, it's a self-insert. It's like, maybe it is, but isn't every Undertale run where somebody gets really attached to Frisk? You know, isn't technically the moment where you go past just playing a game to actually feeling like you're there, or that you're more emotionally attached to the character and you feel like you're more than just somebody sat around at, like, God knows what time playing a video game? Doesn't that automatically class you then as a self-insert? Because you're inserting yourself into that world? You know? It's crazy. But yeah, I'm glad I got this done because it's looking real nice. I now just need to go ahead. I think I might try and apply physics to his stem at some point. Just a little sway here and there to make it subtle, like there's wind in the atmosphere. I might try doing that a bit. Apart from that, I'll add the audio back in. Try and fix his face up. Oh, I see that there. That went through him then. What's that petal there? Let's see. Add collision so his petals don't go through his face. And then it's just a case of doing the facial expressions and stuff, which will be fun. Because I can't wait to see him look really shifty. Where is it? I can't wait to see him look really shifty when he gets to about... I think it's here now. In a moment. When he lowers... Yeah, it's here. When he does that look around, if I can get him looking kind of shifty there, like what's the facial expression that he matches there with that? Can I just look at that while I'm talking to you guys and finishing up here, and then away we go for the other stream? Because I want to see what the Hotland stuff is. Oh, dude. That's something else to look at later. Undertale intro. I just want to see... Because I can't remember what his facial expression is. Oh, no, that's the actual just main intro. Let's do the full dub from Plotline Plus and then get doxxed by the adverts that come on YouTube. It's just got a gambling advert on at the moment. Just give me a sec. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to speed this up real quick and then I'll read chat. So for the most part, in-game, it's his basic facial expression. But I think because I've added more facial expression to stuff myself, I'm going to do like I did with Sans and add those expressions in. So Flowey's going to be a little bit more expressive. Although so are all the characters, so... Like, his main expressions will still be there, like his facial expressions of being cheeky or whatever, but also he's going to have new ones that make him look a little bit more interesting. Little white, brilliant spells. Oh, I see. So, his eyes, when he does the friendliness pellet thing, his eyes do the smiling thing slightly. That's going to be funny to see. Well, let's see here. Seriously, I want to stay, but I gotta skedaddle. See you, says Swoop. Thank you very much, Swoop. I'll see you next time. And thank you everybody else for sticking around. I thank you for your company. I hope you've enjoyed the quick preview of the beginning of the ruins, and also Flowey. And I'll see you on the next one. So until then, have a good time. Bye.